All right, team, what's going on? I'm Tim Jenkins, and welcome to All Things QB, where I watch every single clip and break down the most important ones. Today, we've got Bo Nix, Week 11, a huge win for this Broncos team over the Chiefs. But before we jump into it, guys, please do me a favor and FTA this thing, which means comment for the algorithm, like this video, and then if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on, or as I always say, you can wait till the end of this video and hopefully I earn that subscription. But you guys know the deal. Let's jump into the film. All right, team. First one I've got for you guys. We've got a great third down conversion with Bo and this Broncos team. You're going to see the Chiefs are bringing 5. Chiefs are bringing 5, and we've got this great little concept that I like where it's almost like an old school levels concept where we've got this dig from number 1. We've got this from number 2. And then we've got kind of, I want to say it's either a corner or a post, but it's just a clear from number 3. All you're really doing is reading this thing 1 to 2. What ends up happening is the Chiefs get a bunch of sink, meaning like we just get a soft coverage look when they bail out in this pressure look to where then it just leaves 56 chasing inside out. And because of Sutton's vertical presence here on the dig, so I want you guys to watch, to me, this is the key player on this play. I want you guys to watch number 8 and watch this vertical presence by Sutton and how that forces him all the way back here to where, man, he's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 yards behind the sticks on 3rd and long, right? But it's because he has to carry Sutton vertically. And then now because they have this mugged up look, so look where 56 is trying to simulate a pressure, trying to bluff a pressure and then work. And then we just out leverage him from the snap. So you watch 8 get sink, we out leverage 56, balls, we put the ball on him, we're able to go get a first down. That to me is really good third down football. Great processing from Bo too, because you know, I get the benefit of rewinding this thing, watching this, talking through it. You know, he's reading this thing out in live time where it's like, shoot, man, if you freeze this thing right here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 eligible rushers basically from the Chiefs, right? They bail out 2 of them. They bring 5. The line does a really good job of picking it up. We probably could do better here from our center left guard pass off. But great job standing in there. Great job delivering a football. Really key third down conversion. This is drive number 1, man. This is kind of setting the table for the rest of the day. But that's a darn good job from Bo. All right, team, before we jump into today's breakdown, I want to thank the sponsor of this video, Mint Mobile. I don't know if you guys know, but Mint reimagined the wireless shopping experience and made it easy and online. No stores, no salespeople. We actually use Mint Mobile at Jenkins Elite, so I'm pretty fired up that they are sponsoring this video. We absolutely love it. All plans include unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. They've got free calling to Mexico, Canada, the UK. You can bring your own phone, whether it's unlocked or you just go buy one on their website. And then all their plans come with a 7-day unconditional money-back guarantee. And then for a limited time this holiday season, you can get 50% off an unlimited premium wireless plan from Mint. Lock in Mint's lowest price of the year and pay just $15 for a 3, 6, or 12-month plan. Yeah, and all I've got to say, guys, honestly, is we use it. It's awesome. I kind of live in the country a little bit in Colorado, and I have no issues with it. So when they say, hey, you know, 98% are largest wireless network, believe it because it works for me, and I used to get calls dropped all the time. So I'm pretty fired up that Mint did that. So please go support Mint. There should be a QR code that you guys can follow. And then without further ado, let's jump into the film. This to me, holy cow, team, is the one that I just can't get enough of. We're going to motion left. We're basically running Y cross. Just a great job. Just a great job here. I'll give it to you guys one more time and then we'll break it down. Man. Okay, concept-wise, what do we have? We have this over route right here. It's number 1. We've got the dig route behind it. That's number 2. And then we've got our control route right here. Check down our number 3. Okay? So let's first watch number 1 working across the formation and how that impacts the defense. So that inside release. So watch number 21. Boom. Inside release means he's going to have to jump inside. Okay? So now 21's more stuck on this, you could kind of call it a hob route, right? But it's really coming from your tight end. But so 21 then now, boom, gets more caught up with that little spot route, and then we're able to slide the dig behind it. Number 8's lost because of leverage. He can't do anything. Number 27, you can see right here. Watch the impact of our deep over route, our over route. Watch the impact of that. You see how then he starts to follow that. So he's layered down. He's outside leverage. It doesn't matter. We're running away from him. And then he's squeezing on this, which now is what opens up this window. And then also we don't only have the horizontal, but we've got the vertical window as well. So that's how this whole thing opens up. Let's look at the tight so we can really evaluate Bo's feet. Okay, this is kind of where you start to see feet and eyes. When we're evaluating quarterbacks, you really like this tight because you can really see their feet and their eyes working together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you see how he's 5, hitch to the deep over, not there, and then you see him move on. Boom, right there. The nice thing about the way this play hits is that deep over and that dig are dang near identical windows, meaning you're not really like reading all the way across the field. You're deep over to the dig. Really creates a steady head and eye placement. It's really good. Really great job from Bo. Great job, too, with his feet. Clean feet in the pocket. That's what we want to continue to see. Overall, great job, great execution. Here we've got a no grade. We end up taking a sack. Okay, it's bunch traffic. What I wanted to talk through was, okay, so it's 3rd down. What are the Broncos trying to accomplish here? To me, what they're trying to do is they're trying to get to the line of scrimmage in a hurry. You can see they're breaking the huddle, and look how fast our guys get set. They're trying to get there in a hurry to create a premium on communication from the Chiefs. And then they're going to run bunch traffic where basically it's like sending him in, we're running mesh, we're sending him in, and we're trying to sneak our back out, I think. What ends up happening, though, is they end up, instead of going man, which I'm assuming they thought they would get, they just kind of zone this thing, and 22 is home for the back. You can see Bo's eyes go out there right away, and it's like, oh, shoot, 22's just staying. Now, I think there's an argument for Bo just putting it on him right now. I do think there's an argument there for that. Instead, Bo goes, okay, well, it's zone. Let me work the mesh. They do a great job of rerouting this mesh. I want you guys to have your eyes in here so you can see the reroute of this mesh here. Boom. It ends up working great. The deep Hank's not there. It's one of those plays where you really draw it up for a premier look in man coverage. And then if you don't get man, I don't want to say it's dead in the water, but it is one of those where it's really hard to me, I think this is a hard one, especially when we're trying to coach our guys up on more impacting guys than truly working to get open. It's a tough situation. Ideally, right, it would have been great if he could get out of this right here and then go make a play, but let's be real, they get paid to play football too. Okay, so then the next drive, that ends up in a field goal. Then the next drive, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I wasn't able to watch the game live yesterday, but we then get into where we've got ourselves a little tipped ball. Okay, it's the next drive. I want to talk through the concept, though, because we motion across. Man. Okay, so it's one of those where we've got like a Texas concept if you look at it, where we're going to motion. Really, these two guys are dead over here, right? These are basically double clear. What we're really looking at is we're looking at this shallow cross here. We got this vertical. I'm guessing we're on a basic, but we're really working shallow to our Texas. Now, the shallow's going to be your first progression, right? And Bo, I mean, he likes his shallow, so he's throwing his shallow. That's why it gets tipped. For me, and I don't, he's playing within his progression, but man, I want you guys to look at this Texas runner. Because I really feel like this Texas runner, I feel like this was a great call. I feel like that Texas runner is, where you can just stick it, body him up, let him just finish that thing for you. Man, that's tough. Tough. Motion across. I mean, you could say, like, you could argue a little bit float in the pocket. I don't think so, to be honest. It's like Bulls gets beat here clean. Like, what are you going to do, right? I actually think he's going to Sutton here. I might have been completely wrong on him hitting the shallow. I think he's trying to drive this thing into Sutton, who does have a step on his guy. Now, that window's going to end up being tight and closing down, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I still like that Texas route. On that one. All right, team, you guys are going to love this one. We've got ourselves a progression dime. Absolutely perfect. Third progression read. So we're going to motion across, right? We got right here, we're going to motion across. We've got our little out with our stick, with our basic, with our sit. 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. Motion across in the flat. 1's not there. 2 we get off of. Big void in the middle on the basic. Boom, hit our third progression. That is how you process at a high level. That is how you execute at a high level. Playing within the pocket. All the stuff that you want to see Bo Nix do, he just did. Look at his eyes. Look how active his eyes are. Nope. Get to it. Ball. It's a great job. Shot. Man, that is big time. Holy cow. Now we got ourselves a little Franklin deep ball. We got ourselves a little one-on-one coverage. The Chiefs definitely came into the game with the plan of we want to heat up the Broncos. This is actually that same Y cross play that we were talking through. But instead of hanging on the concept, he takes what we would call the big alert and works the backside. So you've got this right here. Remember, guys, you got the deep over. That's 1. You've got this big in. That's 2. What we didn't get a chance to talk about was we've got a go route here. And if you get one-on-one and you like the matchup, take the matchup, right? There's no need to make it more complicated than that, especially when, look, Chiefs are going to back up and then rotate into a drop down here. They're going to rotate into single high coverage. You got single high one-on-one. You like your matchup. Let it rip, baby. That is one way to make teams feel like they can't pressure you. You pressure us, we're going to take advantage one-on-one, going deep. Going deep. See his feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitch ball. I mean, that is just a long handoff. Look at this protection up front, guys. The Chiefs bring 5. It's not like they're just bringing 4. And look at this. Look at this pickup. Look at the pickup by the back. Watch our back here. Works across the formation. Bang. Boom. Golly. It's a long handoff. It's just a long, long handoff. I love this play. I love these sort of little pressure dumps here. This is... The reason I enjoy it so much is because I just think schematically against a team that they keep trying to blitz you, they keep trying to heat you up. It makes them cover these guys from depth because the Chiefs go 0 here. 0 is where they're basically man across the board. They're basically man-to-man across the board. So they got 0 here, and let's see how the 0. Okay, so the 0 turns into this. So you got man-to-man here, man-to-man here, man-to-man here, man-to-man here, and he's actually man on the back from all the way up here. Okay, so what ends up happening is all these other guys pressure, 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 pressure. The back will pretend to stay in, and then he just gets to the flat. This guy actually makes a pretty darn good play, all things considered, because normally what happens is they'll have some sort of blitz peel rule where this guy's actually responsible for the back. So then these fake blocks and get out actually works even better. Instead, the Chiefs were running true 0 instead of 1, which is what you typically see in the NFL. And he does a pretty good job. Like, that's a pretty good play by that safety. Simultaneously, I love the bluff, because that's, hey, you just steal 8 yards, right? Not complicated. To me, I love it. You get that free release from the back. Let's go ahead and steal 8 here. So watch Harvey on this. See him, boom, bluff him, then get vertical. I mean, ideally, right, you make one cut, make that guy miss, you got a chance, but that's a darn good job from that safety, but also simultaneously, that's a great 8-yard pickup from this Broncos team. I can't tell you guys how much I love this play. You guys are going to see a little action, and then we end up hitting the ultra high. I mean, so good. Concept-wise, we've got the corner here, flat here, right? That's how you're getting your 3-layer stretch. Okay, back is faking here. Bo with a little stutter footwork, meaning more counter power. To me, that's true counter because he's kind of flashing the ball to the right, coming back left. Watch him flip his hips here. Boom. Great feet. And then that's just a beauty of a call. Beauty of a concept. Great football. Great job by Pat Bryant. I do think, what I will say is this was an ultra aggressive call by Sean, which I just love. I do think after we hit this, though, we kind of tightened up. The next 3 were just not, I think we just ran, and kicked the field goal, or it was ran, 3rd and long pass. I want you guys to watch Bo's feet here. Watch. Counter action, pull up, let it rip. Yeah, that's a chunk play. Okay, now we're on the last drive of the game, right? We're going to win this thing. We got a chance to win this thing. We got 3rd and 15, right? Broncos country starting to panic a little bit. 16-16 tie, 3rd and 15. We got a chance to give Patrick Mahomes the ball back with 1:30 left. I think everybody's starting to go, oh, biscuits. Not so fast, my friend, because Bo Nix is going to scramble. And I can tell you, I think he did such a good job this game staying in the pocket. And then when we needed it most, and look at the top of his drop. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hitch, hitch, hitch. This is his 3rd hitch. This is what he's still seeing. There's nobody. So now we go to scramble to create. Sutton does a really good job. We're going to keep it on the wide so you guys can understand. I want you guys to watch Sutton because he goes up here. He starts to wrap for the play. He sees his guy scramble, throws the brakes on. He does a great reaction in scramble drill. Watch him. Watch Sutton. Okay, he's working vertical. I think he's got that dig again on the Y cross. Boom, pulls back out there. Great job by Bo. Let's look at it from the tight so we can see Bo climb, navigate the pocket, get out of the pocket, rip a shot. Look at this. Great ball. Great ball, great ball, great ball. This is just a flat out unreal ball. This is just a flat out unreal football when we needed it most. And I mean, that is as good as it gets. I guess that was like a little false start that maybe should have been called, but you got it vertical inside release. You got the corner. Boom, here. Bo Nix says, okay, I got one-on-one. 1, 2, 3. Hit shot. Holy cow. Look at this football. When they needed it most. Huge conversion. Puts everyone in the stadium. But I just think these are the kind of plays where you go, you know, I know the past few weeks it's been up and down and all that kind of jazz. What I can tell you right now, though, is that's as good of a throw as you're going to see with the game on the line from a quarterback in the NFL this week. So to me, the real reason Bo Nix dominated the Chiefs and the real reason I think he's trending towards that franchise guy was because of his willingness and ability to play within the pocket, within the structure of the offense, and only bail when he needed to. We rarely saw a phantom climb. We really didn't see that many scramble drills. And what it resulted in was a really efficient day for him in the passing game. So you guys comment, let me know what you thought. And until next time, peace.